again with another lit video. Today is gonna be a story time on the time out how I almost got arrested for fighting at my old school. So basically, I was about seventh grade. In seventh grade, I had this group of a whole bunch of group of friends that we used to just fight. It was a time we was fighting the sixth graders, cause they was talking a lot of smack. So it would be like a time before and after school, and sometimes during recess when we had it. Recess was like it used to come sometime, but during those times we used to have a big ass brawl. Like we used to just fight each other like shit. But the thing was, we wasn't fighting each other for real though. Like we didn't want nobody to get hurt or nothing. We was just playing around being kids and shit. But we used to fight like shit, like after school, during school, before school. Man, we was going at it. So apparently, one time that we had this big ass brawl, it was like on a Friday, and we had a fight after school. Like we was fighting hard too, but we was still playing though. Like if I see any of them today, like I could dap them up and all that. Like we was all cool with each other still. We was still cool with the sixth graders for real. But we always used to play fight. Nobody ever got seriously hurt. But anyway, so basically, this one girl had recorded it. And I don't know what made her want to do this so bad. None of us really did anything to her. Like, she did used to get, like, messed with, but we didn't used to be the ones messing with her. None of the people that was in the group fighting, none of us messed with her. But, yeah, so she was recording it, and then she showed the principal, and the principal, I was in science class. The principal came and got me and two of my other friends that be doing it. She's like, yeah, y'all too, y'all was in the, come on, y'all in trouble too. We came out in the hallway. Everybody that was fighting was in the hallway waiting for us. So we all walked down to the auditorium. And when we got to the auditorium, we all was sitting down in the bleachers and stuff. And it was two police officers that used to come around the school, like, around this time. Like, they used to just come around there. I don't know why, but they used to just be around there. But they came into school right on time, like right when we got in trouble. I don't know if they called them or whatever, but they was just there. Like, I think she was about to think of a punishment, like suspension or something, but they got there, man. It was a whole different story, man. So basically, they lined all of us up. They lined all of us up. Like, we was deep going down the whole line. Basically, they walked down the line and they was talking. He was like, one of the officers was like, yeah. I think I want to take one of y'all with me today, but I'm not. And then the other officer was like, nah, I think we need to take a couple with us today. He was like, oh yeah? He was like, yeah. I'm like, fuck. Please don't let them pick me. So they started walking down the line of like all of us. They was walking down the line. And they would ask people questions like what they did really. He asked one of the boys down the line, he said, how was you like associated with it and all that? He was like, I was fighting. He was like, turn around and put your hands on your head. He was like, come on, man. And I was like, oh shit, they got one. And then so they went down the line again and asked another person what he was doing. And then he was like, yeah. So basically, he walked down the line, he asked somebody else what they did, and they told him, I think they said they viewed the fight, like they didn't really was in it, but the police gonna talk about something, if you watch a fight, like if you see a fight and don't report it, then it's against the law. So the boy turned around, put his hands on his head. He asked me the same question. I was like, I was in it, but like, I was fighting for real, but I really wasn't the one that was fighting all the time. Like, it was ones that was fighting, like, all the time, but I really just was fighting mostly after school and sometimes before school if I can get there early enough. Recess, we hardly ever had recess, so it was mostly, like, before and after school. Like, sometimes the other kids, they was fighting in the school hallways, and they was just fighting. But me, I only fought before and after school. So basically, though, he asked me what I did, and I was like, I was in it, but like I wasn't doing it really heavy. And he was like, so you saw the fight and you didn't say nothing. And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. He said, turn around, put your hands behind your head. I was like, for real, bro? He was like, turn around, put your hands behind your head. Nigga, I started crying like shit. I ain't gonna fake like I was some tough nigga. Like I'm just gonna say I was crying. Cause the reason why I was really crying though is because I didn't really I was scared because me and my brother, we went to the same school, and I was like, damn, my mother gonna be mad as shit. I ain't pick him up. But he told me to turn around, put my hands on my head. So I'm like this. I'm like, fuck. I don't want to go to jail. And then one of the boys that saved me though, man. One of the boys was like, nah, Marquise though, he wasn't really in it like that for real though. And he was like, who's Marquise? And he was like, that's him right there. I was like, that's me. He was like, oh, you can go sit down. Man, I was happy as shit. Man, but at the end, they tried to take one boy. And they was like, all right. So it was out of the two boys, he was like, one of y'all gotta go. And then it was like, so both of them was the ones really mainly like fighting and shit. So these niggas, man, one of the niggas the last dude that got called, he was about to go. Man, that nigga was crying worse than I was crying. He was scared as shit. He was like, I don't want to go to jail. I want to get good grades. And it was fucked up though because this is one of like the hardcore dudes at the school. Well, he was younger, but like he was one of them dudes that didn't go like that. So I was like, damn, man, this shit for real. He was like, they was like, you know what? We ain't gonna take nobody with us today, but we gonna get every single one of y'all names in here. And if I hear about y'all fighting again, I'm coming back and taking all y'all. I was like, so if one of us fighting, you gonna take all of us. He was like, yeah. I was like, that's fucked up, man. But it let us all go. We all went back. Like the school day was already basically over with at that point. Everybody started asking me, yo, Keith, what happened, man? I looked in the auditorium, man. I saw you with your hands behind your head, man. What? They was gonna lock you up, Nick? I was like, I don't know, man. I was scared as shit, though. But yeah, that's the end of this story time. If you're new, subscribe and leave a like and a comment. Comment for new videos. And new stuff is dropping soon. Peace, YouTube.